What the? Okay, as you may all know, I've been trying to stay up to date with the Yang campaign and other related news, and I gotta say, a lot of crazy happened. A couple days ago, we had the 6th debate, which Andrew Yang qualified and has made his presence on stage. Before the debate happened, Andrew Yang got some big time endorsements. There was another big endorsement with Donald Glover, or as we all know him to be, Childish Gambino. Also, I did want to mention that early this month, I actually attended the Chicago rally for Andrew Yang. And I gotta say, it was a great experience. Nothing but positive vibes. The Yang gang, they were very welcoming, full of generosity. My ugly ass appeared on various live streams. Unfortunately, I didn't get to actually meet with Andrew Yang in person. I did get the chance to get a high five from him.
Andrew Yang! Andrew Yang! Andrew! I got a high five from Andrew Yang, our next president of the United States.
You could tell I was pretty excited. So if you saw a dark-skinned, almond, freckled lunatic with a gray sweater, a Yang pen, and a freaking big-ass water jug, yeah, that guy was me. I look like a dumbass. But anyways, Andrew Yang actually went on the Ellen show. He made like a surprise appearance.
There's no way that anything that is happening is a coincidence right now. I guess you heard me talking about you. What are you doing here?
I'm in town for the debates that are taking place here in Los Angeles on Thursday.
You want to give everybody in America $1,000.
Yes.
So where's mine?
I'm working on it. Give me a little bit more than a year.
But with the whipped cream thing, how'd that happen?
It was a dark and stormy night in New Hampshire. There was hot cocoa, there was whipped cream, and then a supporter said, "Andrew, could I have some whipped cream?" And I said, "Sure." And if a supporter asks you to do something and it seems harmless, I generally say yes. We have a gift for everyone here, which is some whipped cream for you all to take home.
Oh! Everyone's getting whipped cream!
I can't believe Ellen actually brought that up. Okay, so if y'all are not familiar with the story, a while back, well, I guess a couple weeks back, Andrew Yang was at one of his, fundraisers or rallies in New Hampshire, and afterwards, I guess one or two of the supporters, they actually requested for him to, pour whipped cream in their mouths. It was all good fun. It was, a lot of people thought it was pretty funny. Cringy, but funny. Yang actually offered people on the show 3 cans of whipped cream. Yet, for some reason, other people aren't very fond of it, and they went pretty overboard in their reaction.
Andrew Yang, what were you thinking?
What the heck is going on with Yang?
Oh shit. Here we
What's
go
wrong
again.
with this man? You want to tell me, I want you to imagine this as a grown adult male. A man gives you a can of whipped cream, says, "I want you to put it in his mouth."
Bruh.
That is strike number 1, 2, and 3.
Now that you see him with grown men on their knees and him putting whipped cream in their mouth, Andrew Yang literally just ended his campaign. He's done. He's done. There's no way after this video I'm going to show you that he can continue on as a legitimate presidential candidate.
Wow.
Dude, what? What's your problem? You think he's going to lose his candidacy over some freaking whipped cream? I mean, what do you put in your cup of hot chocolate? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. I hope you don't eat oysters. I don't see what's the big deal. I mean, it's just whipped cream, right? However, what Ellen did mention is that after his little stint with the whipped cream thing, another video surfaced and went viral. And I must warn you all in advance that what you're about to see is very disturbing.
My name is Tyler. I'll be your sponsor here, or your counselor, if you will. We treat addictions of all sorts. This is where our sex addicts are today. Next up, food addicts. Onward to the alcoholic.
You know, I was considering on getting an autograph from him back at the rally, but I'm afraid that would have been crossing the line. So I didn't bother. But he did give me the side eye. My iPhone was freaking working. I would have captured that moment.
The more we act like Donald Trump is the cause of all of our problems, the more Americans lose trust that we can actually see what's going on in our communities and solve those problems. What we have to do is we have to stop being obsessed over impeachment, which unfortunately strikes many Americans like a ball game where you know what the score is going to be, and start actually digging in and solving the problems that got Donald Trump elected in the first place. Part of my plan is literally called Move People to Higher Ground, because that's what we need to do. And that's literal and figurative. Here in California, it's forest fires and forest management. On nuclear power, I agree with the research. We need to have everything on the table in a crisis situation, which this is. Other countries have had success with nuclear power, and the next generation thorium reactors have a wealth of potential. I have a son with special needs. And to me, special needs is the new normal in this country. How many of you all have a family member or a friend or a neighbor with special needs or autism? If you look around, most hands went up. The fact is, right now, we have to do more for Kyle. Special needs children are going to become special needs adults in many cases. And here's the challenge. We go to employers and say, hey, this special needs person can be a contributor in your workplace, which may be correct, but that's not the point. We have to stop confusing economic value and human value. We have to be able to say to our kids and Kyle that you have intrinsic value because you're an American and you're a human being.
Yes, that was excellent. He also made some very great points while on that stage when he mentioned about the people in Washington. They just don't give a damn. They're just pretty lax on all the issues, you know, especially like when he went down there himself to address them. They were just, we'll get to it when we get to it. That was the attitude. And Andrew Yang might realize this already, but I feel like that mindset in Washington has spread throughout our society. They just procrastinate pretty much on a life or, you know, just about anything. They'll only help at the very last minute. The other thing that I liked was when he brought up special needs. It is home to not only him, but to me as well. And yeah, he definitely knocked it out of the park. Especially when he mentioned that those are special needs is the new normal, which is actually true. And also the reason why there's still so many stigmas out there, because there are a lot of people who are on the autistic spectrum or have mental illnesses or have learning disabilities and such. The problem is that in this society, people either treat you like a child or they treat you like crap. They don't really treat you like a human being as they're supposed to do. It's all this instant gratification, procrastination. People just are so self-entitled and full of themselves, thinking they're much worse off than everyone else. It's like they actually turn misery into a competition. You can hear it in his voice. how much he means it, and you hear the passion, you hear the conviction, and I do feel like he'll make a great president, even though this debate was a little bit better compared to the other ones. There were still moments like these.
Spirit of the season, I'd like to ask each one of you, is there someone else among these candidates that you have two options. One, a candidate from whom you would ask forgiveness for something maybe that was said tonight or another time, or a candidate to whom you would like to give a gift.
I don't think I have much to ask forgiveness for. You all can correct me on this. In terms of a gift, Elizabeth has done me the honor of starting to read my book.
Yes.
I would love to give each of you a copy of my book. It's about how we're going through the greatest economic transformation in our country's history, the fourth industrial revolution. It is grinding up our communities, and DC is out to lunch on this. Our media organizations are not covering it adequately. I wrote a book on it, and if you like data, this book is for you. This goes for the people at home too, if you like data and books.
What the hell was that? So you're asking them, are they willing to forgive someone or send a gift? But luckily, Andrew Yang took advantage of that. He actually pitched his book, The World of Normal People, for everyone to read. That's what he offered as a gift to everyone. I feel like it's a great Christmas present. Just saying. Good news is you will learn a lot from it. Bad news is everyone will really start sounding like Andrew Yang.
I know what you're thinking, America. How am I still on this stage with them? Our campaign is growing all the time because we are laser focused on solving the real problems that got Donald Trump elected in the first place. I spent 7 years helping create thousands of jobs in Detroit, Baltimore, New Orleans, and other cities, serving as an ambassador of entrepreneurship under President Obama. And I saw firsthand what many of you already know. Our country is falling apart. Our senior citizens are working until the day they die. Our kids are addicted to smartphones or drugs. We're seeing record high levels of depression, suicides, overdoses. Our companies are recording record profits while our people are literally dying younger. Our way of life is changing faster than ever, and the simple fact is this: our politicians in DC succeed whether we the people succeed or fail. Washington, D.C. today is the richest city in our country. What do they produce? Bad decisions? We need to get the money out of D.C. and into your hands, the hands of the American people. Join us at yang2020.com and help us rewrite the rules of the 20th century economy to work for us.
Preach it, Andrew. Wait, yeah. Why are you still here with these guys? And the Yang Gang already knows. And a lot of people are realizing that you are a force to be reckoned with. You really are. I love that statement he made. He just, every time he answers, every time Yang answers, even though, once again, he was given less amount of speaking time, he still knocked it out of the park with every answer to whatever question it may be. That's why I'm a big time supporter of him. He did his homework. But that's it for today's video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel for more content and see what other topics that I'll cover. And until next time, I'll see you all again right here on Izzy Land.